Hey guys, I'm just going to do a quick update on my cross stitch. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of in a different position than I normally am. We've got some work going on in the house, and this is still a work in progress. We've kind of ripped out a desk. Gonna try to eventually set up a different chair in here and try to find a storage unit. Speaking of, if anybody knows a great storage unit that they use for their cross stitch stuff, let me know. We had looked at a scrap box by the original scrap box company or something like that. It all folds out like a transformer, and it's got a lot of storage, but almost too much storage and too specific for scrapbooking that I need. I just need something basic. So on the search for that, because of that and all the construction going on, I haven't got a lot of actual stitching done. I do have my stand up. I haven't used it as much as I want to be able to tell you guys like any of the cons really. Maybe it's because there aren't going to be any. Hopefully that's the case. So far I love it completely. But I just haven't got to really sit down and devote a lot of time to stitching. We've had walls torn down and roofs put up and people in and out of the house and windows in, windows out. Just it's been crazy. But I did get some more done on the verse from the girl that works on my forum, or is on my forum. If you can, it's more at the bottom here. I did have a bit of a catastrophe. My sister draws, and her ink pen and my stitching kind of collided. I worked on it to get it out. It's very, very light. I'm not about to restart it because there's so much gone into it. It's very light, and I'm just gonna continue with it. I will say that, I don't know if you can tell, there are some grid marks in it. I learned the hard way. I have seen people say they had horror stories of their grid lines turning yellow after they washed it, and I had never had that issue. I discovered that apparently you have to completely rinse the grid lines out before you put any kind of chemical like detergent or anything on it. I panicked when I saw the ink, and we rinsed parts of the grid lines off as we were trying to get the ink out, and then I didn't rinse it completely because I threw it in the washer thinking I'll just wash it, it'll be okay. And the ones that I didn't remove with just plain water are now that kind of yellowy whatever, kind of faded. I'm just gonna go with it. I don't want to restart it. I am gonna do one for myself of the same exact design. I may try and see if stitching the background, because it is supposed to be solid stitch, with the background will cover the spots. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just give it to her as is, and because she kind of knows about it now. I kind of ended up telling her about it. It was supposed to be a surprise, but her last day came and went, and I showed it to her, so now the pressure's there that she also knows that it's going to be done. So I definitely have something for her soon. Who knows, I may do the background for her. I don't know. We'll see. I did work some on my Woodland sampler, my Woodland creature sampler. I haven't got a lot on it. As you can see, I'm way behind. It's May, and I'm not even completely through with April. It's going to be like a little jackalope, almost a jack-o'-lantern, a little rabbit with horns. Some people have modified it by doing a little rainbow, because it's going to have like April showers, it's going to have raindrops. I'm going to see if I can add the rainbow in. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really that crafty when it comes to adding in or modifying my patterns. I usually have great grand ideas of modifying the patterns, and then it doesn't work out the way I want it to. I found out my local shop is closing. I'm very disappointed at that. I call it a local shop. It's an hour and a half away. I had to drive an hour and a half to get to it, but the lady just said she's not making any money there, and she doesn't have the health to do it anymore, and she's actually losing money, and she says it's just not worth her time or her efforts anymore. So that's kind of had me bummed for the last few days, because it's the only little local needle shop, or little needle workshop, however you want to call it, LNS, in Georgia, and now we won't have one at all. So I'm going to be having to definitely vamp up my online sources. I've been looking at 1-2-3 Stitch and the Nordic Needle. Nordic Needle seems to have less stuff than 1-2-3 Stitch. So again, if you guys have any ideas of cross stitch shops that you use online that you know that have the specialty fabrics and stuff. Gonna eventually try to make the jump from Ada to even weave or linen. The shop owner actually kind of didn't jump on me, but kind of shook her finger at me for not trying that yet. She says as long as I've stitched, I should try the 2/2. It's just that whole counting from one block to 2 threads has got me very gun shy, and I don't know why. Not a lot in this video, just an update on what I've done and just kind of how far I've gotten. Hopefully later on I will have more progress in the videos than I have. Just been doing a lot of research online looking for some kind of storage unit. That's what most of my times have been doing, is looking for that and then battling the wonderful constructions. I got a Chihuahua that just goes crazy with the construction workers here, and now that even at night he seems to be on high alert, so it's just a lot of time I'm tired by the time my son goes to sleep. I don't have time to stitch from dealing with that all day, which sounds odd, but anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry I rambled. Hope you guys are doing well.